Matt and Lexi George, Sandy Howe Notary Services, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, NovaCare Rehabilitation, George Dental Associates, Uniontown Detailing, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, the Schaefer Law Offices, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Potter's Bar and Grill, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, SWGI, now U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service, Dome's Lawn Care, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, Montgomery Medical, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, the North Union Township Recreation Center, Joby's Golf, M&R Transit, Movement Physiotherapy, Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now located on Route 119 in the Health First Medical Center building near the Fayette County Fairgrounds, Ford of Uniontown, Laurel Highlands Girls Basketball Boosters, Stewart Collision, Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner and Jennifer Haar, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Russ Blahel, your local All-State Insurance Agent, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Gary's Auto Sales, Watson Mundorf LLP, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, J&S Bridal, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, Target Safety Solutions, the T-Berry Law Offices, and State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman. Now stay tuned for high school basketball playoff action here on WMBS.
From Uniontown High School, it's time for WPIAL high school basketball playoff action. A first-round game in 5A as the third-seeded Uniontown Red Raiders host the 14th-seeded Hampton Talbots. Uniontown 19-3 overall, 14-0 in conference play. Rob Kesmarski in his 23rd year as the head coach of the Red Raiders. Hampton 11-11 overall, 6-6 out of Section 2 and 5A. Joe Cangilla in his first year as the head coach of the Hampton Talbots. Brian Mroziak alongside Tony Hanula tonight. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And Tony, Uniontown hasn't lost a game in the 2025 calendar year. The Red Raiders went 14-0 in conference play, and really a great resume as they try to get to their first WPIAL title game since 2002.
Yeah, and they've been playing extremely good basketball recently, Brian. And you're right, averaging over 72 points a game, one of the highest scoring teams in the WPIAL. So it's one of those things where they really have to be on their guard here tonight. Looking at the numbers, it looks like Hampton's pretty good off the boards, both offensively and defensively. So the Mustangs are going to have to protect the Mustangs. The Red Raiders are going to have to do something underneath to make sure that they can rebound with this team.
And Hampton always seems like they have a strong basketball program, but they have a first-year head coach in Joe Cangilla, who takes over for legendary coach and Fayette County native Joe Lavko. Posted a career record of 548 and 331 in 34 seasons, including the past 28 at Hampton, where he went 489 and 251. He also coached at District 10 Warren for 6 seasons before taking the Hampton job in 1996. Cangilla did serve as an assistant the last few years under Lavko, so he's certainly familiar with the program.
Yeah, it's not a real big change in the culture. It's one of those things, but the change is that they lost all 5 starters from last year's 25-5 runner-up team at the WPL championship, so that's the real big difference that they have now. You know, you look at their stats, not a whole lot of scoring from this team, only a couple kids averaging over 10 points a game, so it's one of those things where they're really going to have to do something against this Uniontown press and the good Uniontown defense.
Yeah, the only 2 Hampton players averaging over double figures per game, number 35, Gavin Ginn, and number 15, Jonas Cups. And both of those players just barely over 10 a game. Cups at 10.2 a contest and Ginn at 10.7. And, of course, you've on the Uniontown side, Notorious Grooms, Kellen Milsom, Isaac Ellsworth, and Calvin Winfrey. They've accounted for over 95% of Uniontown scoring this year.
Right, and that's one of those things. I mean, you've seen Uniontown all year long. Whenever somebody gets in trouble, somebody steps up and picks them up, and that's really been the case. Although lately, Calvin Winfrey's really been on a tear, scoring over 20 points in about the last 5 or 6 games, and really just playing extremely good basketball for the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Just the 4th all-time meeting between the schools. Uniontown won a regular season game over the Talbots back in 1999, and the Talbots actually picked up 2 playoff wins over Uniontown, one in 2003. That was the first year Rob Kesmarski was Uniontown's head coach. The Red Raiders came into the postseason with a first-round bye. They were seeded second. fell to the Talbots in the quarterfinal round. Hampton was the 7th seed that year, and Hampton also won a PIAA playoff game over Uniontown 2 years ago, which actually did Uniontown a favor, making the Red Raiders play through the East bracket of the state tournament, allowed Uniontown to make a run to the PIAA semifinals.
Yeah, and hopefully it's one of those things where Coach Kazmarski doesn't want to relive that first loss, that loss in that first season of his. Like I said, I'm sure he's prepared, and as you mentioned too, new coach, pretty much the same culture, but a little bit look here, like I said, this year, because losing a couple starters like they did, it's a tough road to hoe. And the other thing too is that they've been really up and down. They started out rough during the year, started out 3-6. Won a few games, and really, like over the last 5 games, they're only 2-5. So it's one of those things. They're kind of on the downswing right now, but you never count them out.
It's gonna be a lot of fun here tonight. Again, our live audio stream, courtesy of the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency and United Bank. And Tony and I will be back with more live from Uniontown High School, getting ready for the Red Raiders and the Talbots here on WMBS.
Thanks to customers like you, Megan Ford is Westmoreland and Fayette County's #1 volume Ford dealer. It's because of this fact that we take in a lot of fresh trades every day. Megan Ford has all types of brands, and many are one-owner, local trades, and come with the balance of their factory warranty. It also goes without mentioning that we have a great selection of pre-owned Fords, many of which are Ford certified and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 172-point safety inspection by Megan Ford certified technicians before we put them on our lot. And when you drive away, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance if you ever need it.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager of Megan Ford. Why not shop our great deals for yourself by visiting MeganFord.com? You'll see a free Carfax report on all of our pre-owned, and all of our prices are marked below market value. Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville. Your friends in the car business.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliffe Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Peachin Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Bolitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Brian Mroziak and Tony Hanula back here at Uniontown High School. Again, audio only tonight for the Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Hampton Talbot. Uniontown winners of 11 straight, 14-0 out of Section 1 in 5A, the Section 1 outright champions. The Hampton Talbots coming in this game, the third-place team out of Section 2 in 5A, 6-6 in the conference, 11-11 overall. Hampton finishing behind Kiski-area and Penn Hills in that conference. And Kiski-area actually without one of their starters for the postseason due to a player transferring in for this season. Penn Hills will actually take on Peters Township tonight as well, and the Uniontown Hampton winner. We'll see the winner of that contest tonight, Tony.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's an interesting matchup right there, Peters Township and Penn Hills. You know, Penn Hills has kind of been up and down all year, but when they're hitting on all cylinders, they're going to be tough to beat. So, pretty interesting matchup between them and Peters Township.
And our schedule for the rest of the week, tomorrow it's a boys single-A quarterfinal round game. Geibel taking on Aquinas Academy. Geibel seeded 5th, Aquinas Academy number 4 seed. That game at Shaler High School, 6 o'clock tip, 5:15 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Shay Fleener will join me for that game here on WMBS. Thursday, Tony, we found out we're officially approved for live video of the Laurel Highlands girls game against Blackhawk. That game will tip at 6 o'clock. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 5:15. Now, here's the plan for Thursday. Again, our coverage will start at 5:15. We'll have Laurel Highlands taking on Blackhawk. We'll start that game both on the radio and with live video. And coming up at 7 o'clock, Tony, we'll switch on the radio side only to the Geibel girls game against West Green. You can continue to watch the Laurel Highlands Blackhawk game on the WMBS YouTube page. And if you focus on the radio, it'll be Geibel and West Green. Geibel hosting West Green at 7 o'clock. Tony's going to have the call of that game for you. I'll be with Josh Scully for the Laurel Highlands Blackhawk game, and we have an announcer still to be announced to be working with you on Thursday as well, Tony, for that Geibel West Green game.
Yeah, we'll figure out who can do it and who can. If not, I might have to fly solo, Brian. It's kind of scary whenever you think about it.
You've done it before, though.
I have done it before, but I'm sure the audience doesn't really want to hear that, but hey, we'll see what happens.
And on Friday, if Uniontown gets the win here over Hampton, the Red Raiders will take on either Penn Hills or Peters Township at a site and time to be determined. That's our schedule for this week. Again, tonight it's Uniontown taking on Hampton, and when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues, we'll actually look back at last night's Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs win over the Knock Knights, and then we'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski and have more getting you ready for the Red Raiders and the Talbots here on WMBS.
John Clayton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, let's kick this President's Sale off right, and by the way, it's Truck Month. I signed a bunch of executive orders. These trucks gotta go.
John, we have some presidential offers going on right now. 2024 F-150 XL and XLT models, we're taking off to $8,000 off MSRP. Or get this, $5,000 off and these low interest rates. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months. Have a qualifying trade and pick up an additional $1,000 and own an eligible Ram product and scoop up $2,000 more. Now that's a deal.
Okay, let's talk Super Duty. These are the best incentives on Super Duties in years.
Up to $8,000 off MSRP on XL or XLT models, or take $5,000 off and take advantage of these low APRs. You got it. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months.
Stop, click, or call for all the details. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives. You must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify. Price excludes tax, tags, and fees.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than t-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom t-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tbarrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Uniontown Red Raiders, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, and all our local teams on their successful seasons. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Ensuring excellence since 1949, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they are receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Brian Mroziak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Hampton Talbots, being joined now by Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. And Rob, you really played some great basketball down the stretch. In fact, you haven't lost a game here in the 2025 portion of the calendar year, entering the WPIAL playoff seeded third against the 14th seeded Hampton Talbots.
Yes, the kids have done a tremendous job. Like we said, we had high expectations coming into the year, even though we lost 3 really good players. So, but again, to be in this situation again with 19 wins, the same we've had the last 2 years or around there. So we're excited for the opportunity, and our kids have high expectations. They played in a lot of playoff goals and a lot of games, but they know you can only win one game at a time, and all our focus is on Hampton right now.
An 11-day layoff in between games from when you played Franklin Regional back on February the 7th until the Hampton game on the 18th. What have your Red Raiders been doing to stay busy?
Well, we really used this couple of days to work on our shooting and get ready. And then we scrimmaged. We had a nice scrimmage with the Pittsburgh school. We were supposed to scrimmage some 4A teams, but when we found out they were playing, that fell through. So we were able to scrimmage Nazareth, a smaller school, but they did a great job against us. But again, our kids watched the scouting report. We're really working on some things that we think we can shore up and go. So again, but you also want to do that, and you want to be smart too, and not get your own players hurt at practice too. So our experience in the past couple of years have helped us with this, and we're really, really excited for the opportunity. These kids, when this is all said and done, these kids have played a lot of basketball games. If you look at Torrey and Cal, this will be their 16th playoff game. You're getting close to, if we can able make the run that we had the last couple of years, you're almost talking about an extra season. So a great group of kids, and we're proud. We're proud and excited for the opportunity.
Of course, this first playoff game really is important as anyone, because if you end up falling here in the first round, you're pretty much done. Obviously, once you get into the quarterfinal round, have an opportunity with qualifying for the state playoffs and playback games. But obviously, a lot of emphasis on this Hampton game because you have to get a win here to continue your season.
Well, that's the way it is, and trust me, we don't take any game for granted. We know Hampton has a good basketball program. They've lost some games, but they also won some good games, and they played some teams really well. I've watched probably almost every one of their games. They have a really balanced team. There's 1 or 2 players that may be their leading scorers, but on different nights, he starts different players. He plays a lot of players. They do stay with their rotation, and again, they'll play man-to-man, but they're really a zone basketball team. They change their defenses up, so we're prepared, and I'm sure they're prepared for us. So, again, I believe in our players, and that's why when you play these games, it's called win in advance, and our kids know this. That's why you can't worry about playing Peters Township or Penn Hills or Baldwin or Montour. You have to take care of the business in front of you, and that's all our focus is right now.
And you mentioned the Hampton Talbots, a program that you actually saw in the playback round of the playoffs a couple of years ago.
Yes, it is. We're familiar with them. We played them a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, we lost that game, but it was probably the best thing that ever happened to our team. Then we ended up one game from a state championship after we lost the one playback game. So again, Hampton has they have a lot of newer players from the last couple of years, but they have some seniors and juniors that are I'm sure they're excited for their opportunity too. So it's going to be an exciting game. We're very happy that it's at home. I know our place is going to be packed, if not sold out. So we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah, I think one of the good things WPIL has done over the last couple of years is given teams with great regular seasons an opportunity to host playoff games, because how many times in past years have you had a similar situation where you're sitting at 19-3, a number 3 seed, and still having to travel an hour to play a first-round playoff game?
Yes, it's true. That's something we believe in, because they do it in football with the first and second team, and I always like, man, it'd been so nice to get a home game, but it is really nice for that, and you do get rewarded for that. So our kids have put themselves in this position, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Rob, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there on Tuesday night. Best of luck against the Talbots.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks a lot.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarski. The Red Raiders taking on the Hampton Talbots. Hampton with a new head coach this year in Joe Cangilla, taking over for the longtime coach of the Talbots, Joe Lafko. And we'll talk to Joe Cangilla when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Prime Mroziak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Hampton Talbot. Uniontown seeded 3rd, Hampton seeded 14th. Last night on WMBS, we brought you the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs opening WPIAL playoff game as Laurel Highlands was able to down Knock by a score of 61-43. The Lady Mustangs jumping on Knock early. In fact, they scored the first 14 points of the game, led by Maya Harris, who had this opening quarter 3. Off to her left there to Aubrey Spencer, double team down on the block. Spencer will turn and shoot. No good there. And Maya Harris another rebound for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, good double team by the Mustangs there. Sumter dropping down and really forcing a tough shot.
Irwin back out and draining the 3, Maya Harris. Harris, who went over 1,000 career points against Mount Pleasant a couple of weeks ago. Her first points of the night come from outside the 3-point arc, and Laurel Highlands off to a 10-0 lead over Knock. Here the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter.
And already the 4th Mustang to score so far in this game, and we're only 3 minutes in.
Harris ended up leading Laurel Highlands with 16 points, also picked up 7 rebounds. Our player of the game, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, was Taylor Schwartzfeger, who scored 13 points and had 7 rebounds and played terrific defense against the Knock Knights. Ayara Jenkins had 10 points and 8 rebounds, and also in the scoring department in double figures for the Mustangs, Ariana Sumter with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Taylor Irwin added 7 points, and Righteous Richardson came off the Lady Mustangs bench with 5 points. With a win, the Lady Mustangs now 17-5 overall. They'll advance to the WPIAL quarterfinals, where they'll take on top-seeded Blackhawk coming up on Thursday. But again, tonight it's boys high school basketball playoff action, a first-round matchup between the third-seeded Uniontown Red Raiders and the 14th-seeded Hampton Talbots. We'll have more ahead in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, getting you ready for the Red Raiders and the Talbots tonight here on WMES.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know. And a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibrations after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Brian Mroziak back here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball playoff action on WBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Hampton Talbots, being joined by Hampton head coach Joe Congillo. And Joe, it's your first year here at Hampton, taking over for longtime head coach Joe Lafko. You sit at 11-11 overall, 6-6 out of Section 2 and 5A. And you look at your schedule so far this year, especially down the stretch, you've really had a lot of close games. Unfortunately, you've just kind of been on the wrong end of some of those results here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we, before the new year, we were sitting at 3-6, and I think we made a couple personnel changes, and I think that got us rolling on like a 6-game winning streak, which pushed us forward. And then we we got a little bit of the sickness kind of going through our team, and we had some guys missing time and affected some sub patterns, and a little bit of a distraction kind of took away from kind of the progress a little bit, and then we were just kind of battling some things past couple of weeks. So we're playing tough. Kids are playing hard, and coming into this year, I mean, we're pretty proud of our accomplishments of getting in and everything. So,
well, tell us a little bit about your team. Who are some of the guys we should look out for on Tuesday night?
I think a couple pretty strong shooters I have are Jonas Cups, he's a junior, and Gavin Gwynn. Those are both juniors. They I mean, you've kind of seen the stats that they're pretty good from three-point line. Zach Danner and Ray Kirstoff are kind of my forwards that do a lot of the dirty work underneath, and kind of rotating through some other guards. Andrew Butler and Porter Kelly will primarily be the point guards, and just always continuing to work on their decision making. But they get us into our sets we need to be into, and we'll get some good minutes from Luca Romero-Laura and Griff Jarrell off the bench too, as some of our guard subs.
It's certainly a tough first-round matchup, traveling to Uniontown to take on a program that's the number 3 seed, and they've really played some great basketball here, especially over the second half of the season.
Yeah, Uniontown. I mean, they're very, very talented. Watching a lot of tape on them. They're really a tough guard. So we're going to have our hands full. We're going to try to mix some things up as we go along. But I mean, you kind of try to take away Winfrey, and then Grooms goes off. Take away Grooms, and you got Ellsworth, right? So they just have a lot of, and then Milsom is very talented too. A lot of weapons. So we're going to try to, like I said, keep it in front, kind of play the game at our tempo, where we've had some success, which again is a tough task as it is. But some of our team goals for Tuesday.
Yeah, there's some past history, obviously, between the two programs in the playoffs. In fact, Hampton knocked off Uniontown in a playback game 2 years ago. You actually go back 22 years ago. Uniontown, I think, was a 2 or 3 seed, and Hampton knocked them off all the way back in 2003. So maybe it's something as far as sharing some history with your program that, hey, anything can happen here in the postseason.
Yeah, and I mean, Uniontown, very, very strong year, and I was actually on the bench 2 years ago as Coach Lasco's assistant for that game. I mean, I think that the first round playoff game it can be tough. I mean, I think there's a lot of pressure there. Trying to just stress to my guys that we try to play a little bit loose. I know we're up against a really formidable opponent. But again, tempo and turnovers will be key.
Coach, again, appreciate your time. Best of luck against Uniontown. We'll see you out there.
Okay, thanks.
That's Joe Cangilla, the head coach of the Hampton Talbots. Again, Hampton at Uniontown. Boys high school basketball playoff action tonight on WMBS. A 5A first-round game. The winner will take on either Peters Township or Penn Hills in the quarterfinal round coming up on Friday. We'll have this date in Uniontown basketball history segment for you next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
Hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
when you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Brian Mroziak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Hampton Talbot. Uniontown seeded 3rd, Hampton seeded 14th. Time now for this date in Uniontown basketball history segment. The Red Raiders with an all-time record of 13-5 on February the 18th. What's interesting, looking back at the history, all of these games were actually regular season games until we got to the year 2000. So it just shows the WPIAL playoffs starting a lot earlier than they used to going back in the day. And we'll go all the way back to 1944 on this date when Uniontown defeated Scottdale by a score of 43-24, led by Joe Case and Dale Sanner, who had 9 points apiece. On this date back in 1947, Uniontown defeated Dunbar 35-25, led by Donnie Howard with 13. Jimmy Stefanson scored 10. On this date back in 1949, Uniontown won at South Union 41-39, led by Billy McClay with 13 points. On this date back in 1952, Uniontown defeated Connellsville 74-36. Frank Henderson led Uniontown with 16 points. Ralph Hicks scored 15, and Eddie Santoro had 14. On this date back in 1955, Uniontown defeated Jeanette 71-51, led by Dwayne King with 26. On this date back in 1958, Uniontown was able to knock off Penn Joint by a score of 89-56. Sandy Stevens scored 32. Mel Freeman, also a huge game, with 29 for the Red Raiders. On this date back in 1964, Uniontown won at Charleroi 87-51. Doc Yates scored 25. Stu Lance had 16. And Uniontown improved its record to 21-0 on the season with that win over Charleroi. On this date back in 1966, Uniontown defeated Monongahela 96-74, led by Ray Parson with 24. Ed Parson had 18, and Willie Bryant scored 16. On this date back in 1969, Uniontown defeated Brownsville 74-63. John Karam, Uniontown's leading scorer, with 23 points. Todd Trent scored 12. On this date back in 1972, Uniontown lost at Mount Pleasant by a score of 72-57. Uniontown was led by Alan Hackney with 14. Mark Frank scored 13, and Frank Henderson had 12. On this date back in 1977, Uniontown returned the favor, knocking off the Mount Pleasant Vikings 79-34. Mike Pratt and Kevin Mildren were Uniontown's leading scorers with 16 points apiece, and George Mullen added 10. On this date back in 1983, Uniontown defeated Laurel Highlands 80-60, led by Darren McLee with 25. Tyrone Spurlock had 14, and Mike Belt and Landon Harris had 10 points apiece. On this date back in 1986, it was Connellsville that knocked off Uniontown 58-57. The game played at Connellsville High School. Stu McLee led Uniontown with 21. Darrell Truly had 11. On this date back in 1994, Uniontown won at Laurel Highlands 65-56, led by Chris Palumbo with 16. Harlan Davis scored 10. Now, our first playoff game in our This Date in Uniontown basketball history segment for February the 18th occurred back in 2000 when Uniontown defeated Newcastle 53-44. It was a WPIAL first-round game played at Aliquippa High School. Uniontown was led by Terrence Vons and Chris Jacobs, who had 16 points apiece. Tink Truly had 11. On this date back in 2014, Uniontown defeated Ambridge 66-57 in a WPIAL first-round playoff game. Joe Campbell led Uniontown with 23 points. Jordan Pratt and Xavier Ellis had 15 points apiece. And on this date back in 2022, Freeport knocked off Uniontown 56-49 in a WPIAL first-round playoff game played at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders' leading scorer was Tanner Uphold with 13. Notorious Grooms scored 11. That's This Date in Uniontown basketball history for February the 18th. Again, the Red Raiders, an all-time record of 13-5 on this date, trying to make it 14-5 as they take on the Hampton Talbots tonight. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have more high school basketball playoff action as Geibel will take on Aquinas Academy. It'll be a single-A quarterfinal round game being played at Shaler High School. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 5:15 tomorrow with the opening tip-off set for 6 o'clock. Shay Fleener will join me for that game here on WMBS, and we'll preview that contest when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Falling in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit mommarukapizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering UPA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Brian Mroziak back here at the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys High School basketball playoff action tonight on WMBS. Uniontown hosting Hampton coming up tomorrow. The Geibel boys will play a single-A quarterfinal round game against Aquinas Academy. We talked to Aquinas' head coach, George Akitis, and he said Geibel's had a pretty nice season this year.
Yeah, they have, and we looked at the film on them. They'll be a very formidable team for us to play against. The point guard is very, very quick, and he's going to be hard for us to stay in front of, and he's going to cause havoc. Plays a nice game. He looks like he wants to pass first, but he really can score. I think he's averaging 20 a game. He'll be a real task trying to trap him up and slow him down, and they have some bigger kids. We're not very big, so I think they're actually starting number 4 now and number 50, who I think are at least as big as Jacob. So, I think they're going to be a very formidable team, and they look like they're very well coached. They run I don't know the present coach, but they run a nice system, and it looks like they're playing together nicely.
And talking to Geibel head coach Gary Tarbunk, he said their program certainly has turned the corner from where they were at a season ago.
Yeah, absolutely. The team's playing really well right now.
What's been the major difference here? Of course, the team was great back in 2023, had a nice playoff run. Last year, just a total rebuild. But here you are in the WPIAL playoffs, the number 5 seed, taking on a very solid Aquinas Academy team.
Absolutely. I mean, we're still a very young team. Last year we had our growing pains. We had one senior last year. This year we got two seniors. I mean, most of those games we're starting 4 underclassmen and one senior.
Geibel and Aquinas Academy will be a 6 o'clock tip-off tomorrow night at Shaler High School. Shay Fleener will join me for that game here on WMBS. And just like the Uniontown game tonight, unfortunately, just an audio-only game. We were not able to secure the video rights for that Geibel Aquinas Academy game. But again, that game will tip at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 5:15. Again, tonight it's boys high school basketball playoff action, a 5A first-round matchup between 3rd-seeded Uniontown and 14th-seeded Hampton. And we'll have more ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment. Chris Parker Jr., what's going on at Autoland Hyundai?
Over the past few weeks, we've had dozens of truckloads deliver over 120 new 2025 Hyundai, all right here at the dealership. We just dug them out of the snow. Every lot is full. We need room for the next shipment, so we're making great deals.
I'm listening.
We have over 30 new 2025 all-wheel drive Tucsons with 1.99% financing available. New 2025 all-wheel drive Santa Fe's with third-row seating also have 1.99% financing. Or get $3,000 off with HMF bonus cash on select Santa Fe. Looking for a lease? How about a 2025 Kona SEL all-wheel drive for $249 per month?
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection included with every new Hyundai purchased, plus 3-year, 36,000-mile free maintenance. Stop by their location, 25 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, or visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com.
And remember, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Hi, I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As a senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Brian Mroziak and Tony Hanula back here at Uniontown High School. Boys 5A first-round action. Third-seeded Uniontown hosting the 14th-seeded Hampton Talbots. About 6 minutes away from Tipping it off tonight, Tony is your starting laps to be brought to you by SWGI Specialists. Now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name for the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony?
All right, Brian, thanks much. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, the number 3 seed who come in 19-3 overall, 14-0 in Section 1-5A play. Their head coach, Mr. Rob Gizmarsky, his assistant coach is Ware Gladman. The Red Raiders starters for tonight will be number 00, Notorious Grooms, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 2, Calvin Winfrey, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 3, Aiden Kiefer, a 6'6 senior center. Number 10, Kellen Milsom, a 6'2 senior forward. And number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 5'10 junior guard. On the other side for the Hampton Talbots, who come in 11-11 overall, 6-6 in Section 2-5A play. Their head coach, Mr. Joe Cangilla, in his first season, they come in as the number 14 seed. Their starting lineup for tonight will be number 2, Ray Kersop, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 4, Porter Kelly, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 11, Zach Danner, a 6'3 junior forward. Number 15, Jonas Cups, a 6'3 junior guard. And number 35, Gavin Gwynn, a 5'11 junior guard.
And, Tony, we've seen a lot of this Hampton team over the last couple of years in the WPIAL playoffs. Saw them twice back in 2023. We mentioned they actually won a PIAA play-in game over Uniontown here at Uniontown High School, 58-47. And we saw them again in the state playoffs, and Laurel Highlands knocked off Hampton in the second round of the 2023 postseason. Laurel Highlands also had a win over Hampton in the 2022 playoffs, 52-44. That was a WPIAL 5A quarterfinal round game. Then back in 2020, they also met the Mustangs in the first round at Fox Chapel High School. That was the game where Timmy Smith hit all those threes for Laurel Highlands. That started the Mustangs' run to a WPIAL championship.
That's exactly right, and I think the Mustangs were the 7th seed at that point in time and came out winning the WPIAL title. But you're right. You know what it seems? It's kind of funny. I was thinking about that today, Brian, because it seems like every time even like a football playoff game or something, whenever they were in the same classification, it always seems like Uniontown or Laurel Highlands was headed to Hampton to play. It just was one of those things. So they seem to be matched up a lot in postseason play.
You mentioned the Talbots losing all 5 starters from a team last year that actually made the WPIAL championship game in 4A in the semifinal round of the state playoffs as well. In fact, they lost both games to Lincoln Park, lost in the WPIAL championship game to the Leopards 66-51, then lost 73-53 in the state playoffs. And, of course, Lincoln Park ended Uniontown season last year as well, knocked out the Red Raiders in the WPIAL semis in the second round of the state playoffs.
Exactly right, yeah. And oddly enough, Lincoln Park didn't even make the playoffs this year, so it's one of those things. But, yeah, they were like the killers of the WPIAL over the last couple of years, but one of those things where, Uniontown a little bit different this year compared to last year. Like I said, a little bit more balanced scoring. You got 4 guys averaging over 10 points a game. You have Isaac Ellsworth who can bang the threes, hitting 71 threes so far this year. Like I said, I think the big thing for tonight is to make sure that they can rebound and to keep Hampton off the offensive boards. As I mentioned, they average a little over 10 offensive rebounds a game, and that's a big number come playoff time.
And, Tony, hard to believe Uniontown has not been to a WPIAL title game since 2002.
That is hard to believe, especially as many good teams as they've had over the years. But, you run into a hot team in the playoffs, and, it's just one of those things. You have to be at your best all the time.
8 first-round games tonight in 5A. Thomas Jefferson at Chartiers Valley. Baldwin hosting Penn Trafford. A lot of folks high on the Highlanders. They're the number 2 seed in this 5A playoff field. Penn Hills at Peters Township. Again, the winner of this game will take on either Penn Hills or Peters Township in the quarterfinals coming up on Friday. South Fayette hosting Mars. Greater Latrobe at Kiski area. Kiski area, the section champs out of Section 2, but only got a number 7 seed. It'll be interesting to see how they fare against the Wildcats tonight, and they're down a player to start the playoffs as well. Moon hosting Gateway and Franklin Regional off of that play-in win over Indiana. They're taking on top-seeded Montour.
And Montour is definitely we got to see Montour a couple times this year, and it's one of those things where they've got size, they're really balanced, and they're going to be extremely tough to beat.
Action also going on tonight in boys 3A and also in girls 2A. Among the girls teams in action, the California Lady Trojans at Fort Cherry
opening up the 2A playoffs in the first round. And actually, quarterfinal round action starts tomorrow. And again, we'll have that Guyville Aquinas Academy single-A quarterfinal round game from Shaler High School tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting at 5:15. But tonight, the Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Hampton Talbots. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Haar, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Brian Mroziak and Tony Hanula back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Hampton Talbots. Hampton decked out in their away blues with yellow and white trim. Their bench across the court to our right. They have those yellow numbers with a white trim around the numbers. Uniontown, the home whites, maroon numbers. Their bench across the court to our left. Officials here tonight, Craig Spizak, Mike Shalahita, and Shane Snyder, Tony.
And we've seen these guys a lot over the last year, that's for sure, Brian. It's one of those things, they're good referees, and that's the good part about it.
And it's Kersop, Kelly, Danner, Cups, and Gwynn for Hampton, Grooms, Winfrey, Kiefer, Milsom, and Ellsworth for Uniontown. Zach Danner will take the opening tip-off for the Hampton Talbots, Aiden Kiefer to jump for Uniontown. Red Raiders working left to right as we describe it here in the opening quarter. As Shane Snyder will step into the center circle and get this 5A first-round game underway from Uniontown High School. The opening tap won there by Ray Kersop. Yet Hampton in the WPIAL championship game a year ago lost all 5 starters, and we'll see how they respond here as the 14th seed on the road against third-seeded Uniontown, Tony.
Uniontown coming out in the man-to-man defense to start this game, Brian.
Zach Danner up top to Kersop, resetting edge of the zone there to Porter Kelly. He's watched by Isaac Ellsworth. Hampton expect them to maybe try a little bit of a slower tempo here early on against Uniontown, and certainly feeling out the Red Raiders on this opening possession. They've taken 35 seconds off the clock already without even coming close to attempting a shot.
I was going to say, I thought we were going to get a 5 count there real quick.
There's Porter Kelly bouncing it off on the far side. Jonas Cup lost it, trying to regain out of the corner, and switches back over to Gavin Gwynn on the far wing, fronted there by Kellen Milsom. Over 50 seconds off the clock on this possession for Hampton. Here's Porter Kelly up top. Kelly dancing to his left, back to his right. Notorious Crooms watching Kelly. Getting close to a 5 count. He'll hand back off to Gwynn up top. Dump down low, leaning, scooping it up. A missing on the shot attempt there was Kersop. Ball tied up off the rebound. We'll get a jump ball called, and Uniontown will get it out the possession arrow.
And a great defensive possession there for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Really, Hampton, I don't know if they were feeling them out or just couldn't find anybody open to even pass it to, but really didn't even get a shot off until after a minute of action.
Yeah, Hampton took 1 minute and 8 seconds off the clock on that opening possession. Close to a carry there from Ellsworth. Resets to Groom. Set near side. Milsom high arcing three. Good for Kellen Milsom, and Uniontown on the board first, leading 3-0. 26th made 3 of the season for Milsom.
And Uniontown trying to press here.
Broken across by Gavin Gwynn in front of the Uniontown bench. Sends it out to his left to Danner. Hands off near block. A little hesitation. And the basket and one for Ray Kersop.
And a great ball fake by Kersop to get Calvin Winfrey up in the air and draw the foul. So Calvin picks up his first, and Kersop with a chance for a three-point play here. Only a 56% free throw shooter on the year.
6:19 left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown 3, Hampton 2, and Kersop an opportunity to tie the game here at the foul line, but his free throw attempt is no good. Kersop, it came into the game, Tony, 56% for the season. Uniontown the rebound, quick three, Grooms off the mark. Underneath rebound pulled down by Gavin Gwynn of Hampton.
Yeah, and really nobody underneath for Uniontown right there. Good look, though, by Grooms, but just couldn't knock down that three.
Porter Kelly brings it across, resets there to Zach Danner, off to his right again to Kersop. Hampton the basketball down 3-2. Here's the 5:56 mark of the opening quarter. Gavin Gwynn up top, almost had it poked away, saved there by Zach Danner, now trying to work on Aiden Kiefer. They'll switch back here again with Porter Kelly, and a lot of what we saw in the opening possession here, Tony, with Hampton again kind of feeling out the Red Raiders, very deliberate on this possession again. Jonas Cups, good feed down low, little pivot, handoff out in front, and was losing the handle there is Gwynn trying to regain, put back out on the wing there to Danner. Danner coming back on the near block, to his left again to Porter Kelly. And they'll get a travel called here on Kelly, and Uniontown get the basketball back, leading 3-2 here with the 5:24 mark of the first.
Yeah, I actually thought that they were going to call 3-second count on Hampton. Pretty good defense underneath by the Red Raiders, but it was one of those things. There was 3 men around the Hampton player, and he couldn't go anywhere and just stayed in the lane.
Red Raiders lob it into Winfrey, almost slipped Calvin, able to regain there high on the left, watched by Porter Kelly. Calvin now pulling up, long two up top, good for Calvin Winfrey. As Tony said, he's been hot as of late, came into the game averaging almost 21 points a game, and has the Red Raiders up 5-2. Here's the 5:04 mark of the first.
Right now, Hampton's struggling to get the ball across the half court, but does.
They break Uniontown's 2-2-1. High arcing three, far side, halfway down, but rattling out for Jonas Cups. And the Red Raiders with a rebound and a 3-point lead of 5-2. Here's the 4:49 mark of the first. Ellsworth back to Notorious Grooms here high on the left. Watched by Zach Danner. Bounces it off near side. Milsom, little ball fake. From the foul line, pulls back to Grooms again, and now Milsom. He'll fire a three up top. This one off the mark. Rebound deflected around, and they controlled by Ray Kersop of Hampton.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have taken that shot up on Milsom. Good defense, though.
It went off and across to Zach Danner, who missed there on the drive, and Calvin Winfrey out of the pack with it for Uniontown. Kick in the corner. Grooms for three, reins it in. Notorious Grooms, his 49th made 3 of the season. Red Raiders on top 8-2. Here the 4:11 mark of the first.
Red Raiders on top 8-2 and have yet to take a shot within 15 feet of the basket.
Gavin Gwynn for 3 from the near wing, came up short. Isaac Ellsworth, the rebound there for Uniontown. Quickly across to Grooms. Near wing Milsom. As we go under 4 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Milsom driving, leaning, and missing. Offensive rebound to Aiden Kiefer. Got partially blocked there on the putback. Red Raiders trying to get a third attempt at it on the possession, and Grooms called for the travel.
Grooms was going to go up for the shot, changed his mind, and then dropped it, so got called for the travel. Thought Kiefer might have got fouled underneath there as he got that offensive rebound, but no call. And here comes a couple substitutions for Hampton.
Uniontown up 6 at 8-2, 3:47 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Mroziak alongside Tony Hanula, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Again, our game audio only today, and that's due to the fact that the WPIAL forced this game behind a paywall, so we didn't have the ability to do live video here tonight, or Tony and I have certainly been on that. Here's Gavin Gwynn, got pushed, and a foul called here on Uniontown.
They're going to call that on Cam Dugan, who just checked in for the Red Raiders. Actually thought that Hampton might have just tripped over Dugan as he went to play defense, but he's going to pick up his first foul, team second in his first quarter.
An 8-2 lead for Uniontown. Hampton will trigger it in. 3:31 left here in the opening quarter. Luco Romero-Lauro, who just checked into the game, sends it in for the Talbots. Into the corner to Zach Danner. Danner back high on the right again to Gavin Gwynn. And you look at this Hampton lineup, Tony, they like to use a lot of players.
They do. They go about 9 or 10 deep here, Brian. So one of those things. Maybe try to wear the Red Raiders down.
They have it now to Griffin Jarrell. Jarrell watched there by Calvin Winfrey. To his left again to Gavin Gwynn. It might have had a number change. Give it Talbot wearing number 0. He's not on our roster, and he's called for a travel.
Called for a travel, and the referee kind of peeking over his shoulder at Coach Kazmarski, warning him a little bit there, maybe giving him the eye.
I wonder if that's Andrew Butler. We had him listed at number 1.
It actually is. Yeah, I checked it. So Butler is number 0. I looked on the WPIAL site.
And there's a made 3 for Calvin Winfrey up top. So for Winfrey, he has 5. It's his 30th made 3 of the season, and Uniontown 11-2 lead. Butler back across. Pull up Jay from the foul line short. Got knocked down. No foul called. Milsom finds the loose ball. Forward to Grooms from the near wing. Another high arcing 3 good for Notorious Grooms. Uniontown red hot to start, leading at 14-2. 2:39 left here in the first. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Night.
J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique is now open. J&S Bridal will style you for any and every event. Weddings, proms, get-togethers, from newest and trendiest to traditional styles for men, women, and young Mr. and Miss. Let J&S style you head to toe for whatever event life has planned for you. J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on McClellantown Road in Uniontown next to Herenix. 724-550-4104. Like J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on Facebook and Instagram.
Ensuring excellence since 1949, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they are receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Andrew Butler with the basketball for Hampton as we come back. Good feed coming right down the lane and scoring there for the Talbots. Zach Danner, the 6'3 junior, his first 2 of the game. Talbots back with instead of Uniontown at 14-4. Here's the 2:15 mark of the first.
Yeah, oddly enough, Brian, the Red Raiders have made 4 threes so far, but none by Ellsworth, who leads the team with 71.
Milsom had his pocket picked by Romero-Lauro there for Hampton. Romero-Lauro coming back across. He has it tied up by both Dugan and Milsom, forcing another jump ball this time to Talbot. Get it out the possession error.
Tell you what, Red Raiders might have got away with one right there. I thought that foul could have been called on either Milsom or Dugan, but one of those things, they got away with it. Tie up, it goes to Hampton.
And Talbot send it around over to Andrew Butler in the corner. Gwynn for 3 out the back iron, no good, and Winfrey skies for the rebound there for Uniontown. Red Raiders work out of their own zone, up 10 at 14-4, 1:48 left in the first. Winfrey left-handed shot in the lane, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zach Danner of Hampton.
Yeah, nice try there by Winfrey to try to drive the lane. Went with the left hand, but just couldn't get it to drop.
Andrew Butler back across, sends it off to his right to Zach Danner. Danner holding there to Luca Romero-Lauro. Between the circles again to Griffin Jarrell. His left again to Gwynn on the wing, posts up. Again, another deliberate set here from this Talbot's offense, who trails by 10 at 14-4. Grooms deflecting the ball into the backcourt. Andrew Butler able to retreat and regain here for Hampton. Once again, Butler losing the dribble, trying to keep it alive on the far side, and it's Cam Dugan deflecting it out of bounds as he was fronting Romero Loro.
And this defense extremely aggressive tonight for the Red Raiders.
Certainly coming to play. You kind of wonder, Tony, an 11-day layoff, how that would affect Uniontown here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they had any little aches and pains, I can tell you this, they're not showing it here tonight, that's for sure. A little time to regroup.
It might have come at a good time as well, talking to Coach Kesmarski, so the flu bug was going around the team as well, so they're healed up, set to go for the WPIAL playoffs. Looking good tonight. Dugan almost forcing another turnover. Ball comes loose in front of us, and now it does go out of bounds. Last touch by Porter Kelly going out. Uniontown will get it back up 10 at 14-4. Here's the 48-second mark of the opening quarter.
And again, this aggressive defense forcing that turnover as well. And Uniontown probably going to hold for the last shot here. 40 seconds now to go in this first quarter.
Winfrey brings it across, directs traffic, actually brought Grooms towards him. They almost collided, but Winfrey the save there high on the left. Barking out a play as Ellsworth now will set the screen and then get it back in front of the Hampton bench. Isaac driving, and a foul will get called here. Looks like on the floor against the Talbots.
Yeah, it's going to go on Griffin Gerald, going to be his first. They're going to call it on the floor is right, Brian, so 27.6 to go. Uniontown to trigger it in under their own hoop.
And Joe Cangilla, in his first year as Hampton's head coach, taking over for the legendary Joe Lafko, is actually in the Fayette County Sports Hall of Fame, Tony. As Winfrey here off the inbounds pass, drawing the foul on the drive there, will get called on Andrew Butler. His first, team second, and will send Winfrey to the free throw line as it was in the act.
Well, Lafko, fantastic player at Frazier during his playing career, scored 1,000 points down there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he went and played at Westminster.
He did. Winfrey makes the first of two free throws. He has 6 here in the opening quarter. Uniontown on top, 15-4, 24 seconds left here in the first.
Winfrey, 67% free throw shooter on the year.
Now ready for his second. It's up on the way and good for Calvin Winfrey. So 7 here in the opening quarter for Winfrey. Uniontown a 16-4 lead over Hampton as we go under 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Porter Kelly holding and bouncing it out to his left again to Luca Romero-Loro. Watched there by Grooms. Back to his right again to Zach Danner with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Danner over to Porter Kelly. Dancing around. Will poke there from Dugan. Saved by Kelly. Down to 5 seconds left. Red Raiders pressure on the basketball again. Tying it up there with Kelly with 2.1 left. Good defense there from Calvin Winfrey.
And Uniontown obtains possession here with 2.1.
I don't think Hampton's seen the type of speed that they're seeing out of this Uniontown team tonight all season.
Well, I think
inbounds pass going to Grooms from midcourt. Put it off the glass, but the shot won't drop. We played a quarter of basketball. It's Uniontown 16, Hampton 4. Back with a second and 60 here in the C.R. Brown Group High School Sports Night.
Peach & Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach & Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Uniontown Red Raiders, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, and all our local teams on their successful seasons. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Brian Mroziak and Tony Hanula back here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders 16, the Hampton Talbots 4, ready to start the second quarter. Will be Hampton basketball. Talbots working right to left as we describe it. Just 2 field goals out of Hampton in that opening quarter. One from Ray Kursop, the other from Zach Danner. Calvin Winfrey pacing the way for Uniontown with 7.
7, as I mentioned, 4 made 3 so far for Uniontown in that first quarter. And Milsom didn't even attempt a shot.
In the corner, Gwynn got knocked down on the 3 by Kellen Milsom. So Gavin Gwynn will have 3 free throws upcoming. First personal on Kellen Milsom.
Well, Gwynn comes in as the leading scorer for Hampton, only a 10.6 a game, 10.7.
68, yep.
Yeah, I was going to say 68% free throw shooter on the year.
30 of 44 entering this game. Also has made more threes than any other Talbot so far this year with 38, and knocks down the first of 2 free throws here. Actually, the first of 3 free throws here. Uniontown 16, Hampton 5, second of 3 from Gwynn. Good as he rattles that one home. So Hampton trying to cut into this Uniontown lead. It's down to 10 now with 7:52 left before halftime. Now the third of 3 from Gavin Gwynn up on the way, and this one no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound on the far side, tracked down by Uniontown's Calvin Winfrey. Send it on to Notorious Grooms, bringing it across here on the near side. Watched by Zach Danner. We'll switch back up top with Ellsworth, who takes a quick 3. That one off the mark, and Gwynn the rebound underneath there for Hampton.
Yeah, and looking for help here. Gwynn
lost the dribble, and we'll get a little help there from Zach Danner, who brings it across here on the near side. Thought about going in there on Kiefer. We'll go baseline near side, and driving and missing there is Jonas Cups. Winfrey, another rebound there for Uniontown. The Raiders the basketball back, leading by 10 at 16-6.
Yeah, that was a good drive by Cups. Just couldn't get it to go.
Winfrey high arcing 3, no good. Gwynn pulls down another rebound there for Hampton. Off to Porter Kelly, will bring it across on the far side. Sends it off to Danner. Pulls back out on the far wing in front of the Uniontown bench. Danner back to Gwynn up top. Gwynn trying to spin in here on Milsom. Lost the dribble, needs help. Resets up top again to Jonas Cups, a little ball fake. Cups back off to his left again to Zach Danner. Danner coming in here on Kiefer, leaning in, scoring. Zach Danner, his second bucket of the night. He has 4. And Hampton back to within 8 of Uniontown at 16-8. Here at the 6:42 mark of the second quarter.
And Danner, that was just pure muscle. Muscled his way in against Kiefer. Kiefer played good defense on that possession, but Danner just showing his might there and able to get that shot up and get it to go.
Notorious Grooms, jumper from the foul line, off the mark there for Uniontown. Ball loose underneath and picked up by Hampton's Jonas Cups. Cups standing off to Porter Kelly, near wing Gwynn. 3 on the way. Actually got lodged between the rim and the backboard. In that situation, we go to the possession arrow, and right now it favors Uniontown.
I never understood that rule. I never understood if it gets jammed in there on the shot, why don't the other team get it?
I think
no matter
they're saying
what?
because you'd have an equal chance for a rebound.
I guess.
I think that's the logic behind it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not very swift on this side here, Brian, I could tell you.
And the winner will take on either Peters Township or Penn Hills in the quarterfinals coming up on Friday. Grooms up top again to Winfrey. Looking for operating room from the far wing. Back to Notorious again. And the season, of course, Tony, will be over for the loser. You have 8 qualifiers out of 5A. And, of course, it's the first round of the playoffs. You lose here. There's no tomorrow as far as your season here for the 2024-2025 campaign as we get a foul called here on the floor. I think it's going to go on Ray Kursop there of Hampton.
It is going to go on Kursop. Kursop was actually asking referee Craig Spizak. He thought he had all ball, but got called for his first foul, and Calvin Winfrey knocks down the first of 2.
He's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line as they call that one in the act. Has 8 points. That's Uniontown's first bucket here in the second quarter. Second of 2 from Winfrey, on the way in good again. So Calvin 4 of 4 from the free throw line. It's an 18-8 lead for Uniontown over Hampton with 5:50 left before halftime. Losing the dribble there is Porter Kelly. Pull it back again to Gavin Gwynn. Watched there by Cam Dugan. Off in front of the Uniontown bench again to Jonas Cups, trying to spin in here on Winfrey. Cups coming near baseline. Winfrey deflects it out of bounds. It'll stay with Hampton here in the Uniontown zone.
Calvin nearly got the steal there. Got to be careful, too. Got 1 foul. Does not want to pick up his second here with 5:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Gwynn sends it in the backcourt to Porter Kelly, who's watched by Ellsworth. Kelly trying to come free off the screen, well defended by Notorious Grooms. Picking them up there as they send it back to Zach Danner, trying to drive up top. Good ball movement back on the wing. 3 on the way short from Kelly.
Hello folks, Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care LLC since 2021. We're family owned and family ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Back here at Uniontown High School, apologize, lost the radio feed. Foul called here on the floor against Hampton. When we left you, Notorious Grooms had went down for Uniontown. He's back on his feet. Zach Zander picked up a basket for Hampton, and now Winfrey back at the foul line, knocking down his first of two. He's now 5 of 5 at the free throw line. The last foul went on Hampton's Zach Danner, his first.
Yeah, and that was all Winfrey there. Tried to drive the lane and got fouled by Danner. Sends him back to the foul line and knocks down another.
Winfrey now 6 of 6 from the free throw line, leads all scorers with 11 points, and Uniontown has a 10-point lead over Hampton at 20-10. 4:38 left before halftime. Talbot's trying to set it up off the far wing there. Ray Kursop pulls back between the circles again to Gavin Gwynn. Watched there by Cam Dugan. Over to Porter Kelly. Kelly trying to drive in here on Ellsworth from the elbow. Pulling out again to Jonas Cup. Cup's coming baseline again, well defended by Winfrey. And Uniontown's defensive speed here, Tony, is causing all kinds of fits here for the Talbots.
And that's exactly what it is, Brian. We thought they were playing a little slow down, but it's really great defense by the Red Raiders here tonight.
Down on the blocks, leading and partially getting blocked. There was Danner by Milsom, and Calvin Winfrey coming out of the pack with it again for Uniontown, shoveling it back to Grooms, resetting to Milsom. Milsom jumper far elbow too strong, and Porter Kelly pulls down that rebound for Hampton.
Yeah, I thought that Grooms was going to try to throw up a three there. Milsom with a nice pull-up, just couldn't get it to go.
Kelly back across, resets edge of the zone there to Gavin Gwynn. Defended by Dugan. Gwynn here on the near wing. Up top again to Kursop, watched by Milsom. Kursop spinning, Milsom a poke. Kursop trying to regain. Grooms comes over to force the held ball. We'll go to the possession arrow once again, and it favors Hampton for now.
And a good job by Grooms to tie that up. Notorious grimacing a little bit, Brian.
Yeah.
He tweaked that right ankle, as you said, whenever we lost the feed there, but kind of fight through it.
He was down a good 20 seconds or so behind the play.
Yeah.
After getting knocked down, and there's a travel off the inbounds pass called on Hampton's Porter Kelly.
Well, he doesn't agree with it, neither does Coach Ken Gilla.
Great crowd on hand tonight as well. I think we're going to timeout. We will. Timeout with 3:27 left here in the second quarter. Uniontown 20, Hampton 10. This is a full timeout. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Silva. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
Back here at Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders 20, Hampton 10, 3:27 left before halftime. The one good thing, Tony, about these radio-only games, get to hear your jokes during the radio timeout.
I got it in within a minute, too. That was pretty good.
I thought you were not going to get that joke.
No, I knew I was. I was timing it up pretty well.
Here's Grooms up top, watched there by Zach Danner. Sending it far side to Winfrey, and now Milsom a touch in front of the Hampton bench. Pulls off to Grooms. Deep three, good, Notorious Grooms. His third made three of the game, Tony. He's now knocked down 51 threes on the season, and Uniontown a 13-point lead at 23-10 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Grooms did a nice job there just to create some space off of that pick by Milsom.
Jonas Cups trying to answer back, misses on a three from the near corner. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Talbots going out. It'll be Uniontown basketball.
Yeah, Milsom laid that little drop pass down to Grooms and kind of set a screen for him, and he was able to create a little space, knock down his third three of the game.
Winfrey back across into the corner to Ellsworth. Up top to Milsom, who drives and finishes with a left hand. Kellen Milsom with 5. Uniontown a little 5-0 mini run, now up 15 at 25-10 with 2:33 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and you're right. This is just pure speed right now.
Great pass from Porter Kelly down low to Zach Danner, who's able to finish out in front. Danner leading all Hampton scores with 8. In fact, he has 8 of their 12. And they're back to within 13 of Uniontown at 25-12. 2:15 left before halftime. Milsom posting up near elbow. Had it poked, but he was fouled.
That's going to be on Gavin Gwynn. That's going to be his first. But, yeah, you can see, I mean, Hampton just having a really tough time keeping up with this team speed of Uniontown right now.
And a quick moving game here to start as well as Ellsworth into Dugan. A little shovel back to Grooms, and now Ellsworth again here from the near wing. Ellsworth driving a little hop, step, and a travel called there on Isaac Ellsworth. Red Raider fans not liking that call.
Well, the Raider fans were looking for a little grab there by Jonas Cup, but he got called for the walk instead.
Under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter as Porter Kelly brings it back across for Hampton. On the near wing to Gavin Gwynn. Up top again to Danner. Watched there by Milsom. To his right again to Porter Kelly. Kelly coming far baseline. Out again to Danner. Watched there by Milsom. Danner spinning, looking for operating room. Kicks it back over to Ray Kersop. Watched there by Grooms, who says bring it. Up top again to Danner. We're down to 1:29 left before halftime. Danner spinning, leaning, getting blocked again by Milsom, who's played great tonight, Tony, down on the block.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's going to be a charge.
No,
they're going to call it a block.
Foul there. Winfrey appeared to be out of control, driving right down the lane. But they called the foul on the Talbots, and Winfrey, who's 6 for 6 from the free throw line, will head back there once again.
They called that foul on Porter Kelly. And I was going to say, too, Brian, on that last possession, I think I would try to put Milsom on Danner right now. He's trying to create some things underneath, and Milsom, he doesn't get a lot of credit for the defense that he plays, but I'll tell you what, he's a great defender for Uniontown, and right there showed that on that possession against Danner.
Another made free throw from Winfrey. He's now 7 of 7 from the free throw line, make it 8 of 8. As he drains another one, leads all scores now with 13 points. And Uniontown a 27-12 lead over the Talbots, up 15 with 1:13 left before halftime. Here's Jonas Cup, watched there by Winfrey. Off to his right to Ray Kersop. Kersop over to Danner, back in the corner again to Jonas Cup. Rotates back to the wing. Winfrey some pressure on the basketball, and Winfrey will pick up the foul. Uniontown fans wanted to travel there on the Talbots, and they didn't get it. They only got Winfrey's second personal foul.
Yeah, I actually thought he did shuffle a little bit before he made that move, but Galvin's going to pick up his second. That's only the third foul against Uniontown in this whole first half.
Haven't had a lot called on either side. Again, Things have been moving right along here early on. Final minute of the second quarter, and the Red Raider defense has held the Talbots to only 12 points as Uniontown leads by 15 at 27-12. Gavin Gwynn up top, watched there by Dugan. Gwynn dancing all around. We'll send it off to his right again to Zach Danner. And now Porter Kelly a touch in front of the Uniontown bench with 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Kelly a little pivot to his left again to Gwynn, trying to slice between defenders and got fouled. So Gwynn will head to the free throw line. They call this in the act.
They're going to call it on Grooms.
They do.
Grooms tried to make a steal. As Gwynn went across the lane, Grooms just tried to reach in, maybe poke the ball away, but he got called for his first foul. And no, they are going to call it on the floor.
Yeah, they were talking about it, whether they're going to put Gwynn at the line or they're going to say no, a floor foul. So Gwynn will just trigger it in here to Zach Danner. Danner trying to back down. Milsom on a contact, no foul called, and Danner gets the 2 to go. So Zach and Danner now in double figures, 8 here in the second, 10 for the game. It's Uniontown 27, Hampton 14, with 15 seconds left before halftime.
Yeah, I actually thought Milsom might have flopped there a little bit, but he was trying to draw the offensive foul. But still good defense by Milsom, but Danner able to force the issue there and make the basket.
2 seconds left in the quarter. Winfrey trying to get a shot away, was not watching the clock, and that shot will not count. So we'll go to halftime with Uniontown leading Hampton at 27-14. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
At the Davis & Davis Law Firm, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we are here to guide you along the way. This is attorney Michael Mays, and at Davis & Davis Law Firm, we have over 45 years of experience, and our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you can maximize the amount of money that you deserve. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for your free consultation at 724-437-2799. The Davis & Davis Law Firm, you won't pay us anything until we win your case.
The Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Hey, how's Timmy's ankle? That was a rough game yesterday.
He's doing okay. We took him straight to Montgomery Medical since they have same-day care, and they were able to x-ray him on the spot. No break, thank goodness.
That's great news. I just took my mom to Montgomery Medical, too. She was under the weather, and they offer walk-ins, so she was seen right away. They're great.
Now if we could just get this soccer team to be as good as Montgomery Medical.
Visit the new Montgomery Medical office on Laurel View Drive or visit montymed.com. Primary care for all ages.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Thanks to customers like you, Megan Ford is Westmoreland and Fayette County's #1 volume Ford dealer. It's because of this fact that we take in a lot of fresh trades every day. Megan Ford has all types of brands, and many are one-owner, local trades, and come with the balance of their factory warranty. It also goes without mentioning that we have a great selection of pre-owned Fords, many of which are Ford certified and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 172-point safety inspection by Megan Ford certified technicians before we put them on our lot. And when you drive away, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance if you ever need it.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager of Megan Ford. Why not shop our great deals for yourself by visiting MeganFord.com? You'll see a free Carfax report on all of our pre-owned, and all of our prices are marked below market value. Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville, your friends in the car business.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
Halftime here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders with 27-14 lead over the Hampton Talbots in this 5A first-round game from A.J. Everhart Gymnasium tonight. In our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Tony, here's your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Thanks, Brian, and really didn't use a whole lot of ink in that first half. Only 3 players scoring for both teams. On the Uniontown side, you had Calvin Winfrey who had 13 points. Notorious Grooms had 9 three-made threes, and Kellen Milsom, 5 points. They scored 16 in the first, 11 in the second, for their total of 27. Calvin Winfrey was 8 for 8 from the foul line, as was the Uniontown team. And they made 5 threes, 3 by Grooms, 1 by Winfrey, and 1 by Kellen Milsom. On the other side for the Hampton Talbots, they were led by Zach Danner, who had 10 points. 8 of those came in the second quarter. 2 made free throws by Gavin Gwynn and a made basket by Ray Kersop. They scored 4 in the first, 10 in the second, their total of 14. They were 2 for 4 from the foul line, and they did not make a three-point shot in that first half.
Get more high school basketball on WMBS tomorrow. The Geibel boys team in action against Aquinas Academy. Shea Fleener will join me for that game tomorrow night on the air at 5:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 6 o'clock tip from Shaler High School. That game audio only. Coming up on Thursday, the Laurel Highlands girls in action, and we'll have a live video stream on the WMBS YouTube page taking on Blackhawk. That game will tip at 6 o'clock from Peters Township High School on the air at 5:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Then on the radio at 7 o'clock, the Geibel Lady Gators playing their quarterfinal round game against West Green Thursday at 7 o'clock. Tony will have that game on the radio side for you on Thursday as our busy week continues, Tom.
Well, it's playoff season, Brian.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and hopefully we're this busy next week, too.
Yeah, if Uniontown gets the win tonight, again, they will play on Friday. 27-14 here at the break. Red Raiders over the Hampton Talbots. Second half comes your way next in 3 minutes here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dominic, let's kick this President's Tale off right, and by the way, it's Truck Month. I signed a bunch of executive orders. These trucks gotta go.
John, we have some presidential offers going on right now. 2024 F-150 XL and XLT models, we're taking off to $8,000 off MSRP. Or get this, $5,000 off and these low interest rates. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months. Have a qualifying trade and pick up an additional $1,000 and own an eligible Ram product and scoop up $2,000 more. Now that's a deal.
Okay, let's talk Super Duty. These are the best incentives on Super Duties in years.
Up to $8,000 off MSRP on XL or XLT models, or take $5,000 off and take advantage of these low APRs. You got it. 3.9 for 60, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84 months.
Stop, click, or call for all the details. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives. You must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify. Price excludes tax, tags, and fees.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Ensuring excellence since 1949, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they are receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best rate going. It's no wonder why their clients keep their insurance with them for decades. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency, Incorporated, 48 West Fayette Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-1700.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835, or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Third quarter underway as we come back. Uniontown leading Hampton 27-14. Red Raiders working right to left as we describe it here in the third. And Winfrey, a quick jumper from up top, no good. And Hampton pulling down the rebound underneath. It's Jonas Cups with the board.
Yeah, and a good look there by Winfrey. Just couldn't knock down that jumper from the foul line.
Gwynn coming far baseline, and a push caught here on the Red Raiders on the floor as Gwynn sent it out to Zach Danner.
Aiden Kiefer going to get called for his first foul.
Talbots will trigger it in again right of the basket in the Uniontown zone, down 13. Inbounds pass out in front goes to Ray Kersop, who floats it up and in. Kersop his second field goal of the game has the Talbots back to within 11 of Uniontown at 27-16. And it's Torres Grooms for the Red Raiders in front of Uniontown's bench. Up top to Kellen Milsom. Milsom driving, and a foul called here on the floor against the Talbots.
I think they're going to call that on Gwynn.
Yes, his second.
Okay.
Non-shooting.
On the reach.
The Notorious Grooms will trigger it in. Right of the basket in the Hampton zone. Grooms into Calvin Winfrey out of the corner. Sends it back on the wing to Ellsworth. And Grooms again, fronted there by Zach Danner. Grooms take a step back three. It's on the way and good again. Notorious Grooms, boys, he's been hot from the outside tonight. 4 made threes, 12 points. All of his points coming from outside the three-point arc. And Uniontown on top 30-16 as we go under 7 minutes left here in the third.
Yeah, not much you can do there defensively. Just step back, create a little space, and knock down his 4-3 of the game.
And certainly it's been a low-scoring game with Hampton slowing things down tonight. For the Red Raiders holding the Talbots only 16. Here just a minute and a half into the third quarter. Off the switch, Porter Kelly picked up well there by Ellsworth. Back to Ray Kursop between the circles. His right to Gwynn. Thought about a three. Trying to spin off of Kellen Milsom. Lost the dribble. Sends it down to Zach Danner, who's double-teamed. Was lost the handle. Regains back to Gwynn again. Gwynn from the near wing. Now driving. Put it up. And a shot attempt at the bottom of the glass. Notorious Grooms out of the pack with it for Uniontown again. Touched by Ellsworth over to Grooms. Near side, Milsom, high arcing three on the way, no good. Hit the support, goes out of bounds, and back over to the Talbots. And Tony, we have to send get well wishes out to our colleague Steve Suprick, who's out of commission, and unfortunately, Sup might be out for a couple of weeks.
Well, I talked to him today, and he's just ready to get things taken care of and get ready to get back into golf season here before too long.
Appreciate Sup tuning in, and again, hope things go well for him this week, and a drive and a score there for Gavin Gwynn and Hampton. So Gwynn now with 4, Talbots back to within 12 of Uniontown to 30-18 with 5:45 left here in the third.
And Coach Cangilla trying to get his team fired up, his bench fired up.
Grooms in front of the Uniontown bench. Fronted there by Danner. Sends it off near side. Milton will hop step in the finish for Kellen Milton, who's really played a solid game tonight, Tony, on both sides of the ball.
He's played great defense, I can tell you that, for the Red Raiders. There's no doubt about it.
Uniontown up 32-18 over Hampton. 5:19 left here in the third. Gavin Gwynn watched there by Milsom. Gwynn driving again, put it off the bottom of the rim, and Milsom out of the pack with it. 4 to Grooms, looking for another three, and he has it. 5 made threes for Notorious Grooms. He has 15 points, and Uniontown now on top by 17 at 35-18 as we go under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Long two near corner, Gwynn. No, check that. That's Jonas Cups, and Cups getting the roll there off the back, ironing in his first 2 of the game. Winfrey trying to answer back on the other side. Missed there on a 3-ball. Long rebound coming out to Milsom. Trying to kick it back into the corner there to Grooms. Got knocked down by Zach Danner. And Danner, with a little help there from Gavin Gwynn, able to slow things down there for the Talbots. And they'll bring it across. Little ball fake. Unable to finish, though, is Porter Kelly. But Kelly got his own rebound. Resets back to Gwynn, who fires the three, but it rattled out. And Milsom another rebound there for Uniontown.
Yeah, and 2 good looks there by Hampton, but just couldn't get it to go.
Pace of the game picking up. I think the Talbots have to play a little bit quicker right now. Down 17 as Winfrey drives and misses. He came off a little limp there as well. Tony might have twisted an ankle there after that miss. And the Talbots with the basketball back down 15 in the corner. Missed 3 there from Jonas Cups. And Notorious Grooms, another rebound for Uniontown. Up to Milsom, coming near wing and in. Pulls back to Grooms, looking for another 3. And this one from way downtown. Grooms cans another one.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I really don't think that Hampton wants to get in a running game with the Red Raiders. You can see they tried to slow it down from the get-go, and right now, you don't want to run with this team.
Grooms has 18 points, 6 made threes. A little miscommunication there between Gwynn and Cups on the cut towards the basket. Turnover from the Talbots. Uniontown getting it back, up 18 at 38-20. Full timeout with 3:37 left here in the third. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders 38, the Hampton Talbots 12. Again, the winner here will take on either Peters Township or Penn Hills. At last check, Peters Township at halftime leading Penn Hills. In fact, they've doubled up the Indians at 24-12.
Yeah, with Peters, pretty nice team. And as we said, if Penn Hill's not firing on all cylinders, you never know what you're going to get.
Milsom driving and getting blocked there by Jonas Cup. Hampton back out of the pack with it again, Porter Kelly. Resetting back to Ray Kersop, and now Gavin Gwynn between the circles. You had Kersop setting the screen, and they're going to call that an illegal screen on Ray Kersop. His second personal foul. Give Uniontown the basketball back as the Red Raiders lead by 18 at 38-20 with 3:12 left here in the third.
The Red Raider fans kind of getting into it here a little bit, Brian.
Winfrey back across that little crossover, but lost the basketball. Saved there by Milsom high on the left to go cross-court far side over to Notorious Grooms, who scanned 6 threes in this game for the Red Raiders. He's watched by Porter Kelly in front of the Uniontown bench. Handed off to Ellsworth. A little ball fake up top, try to slice between defenders, and got fouled there on the drive. See if they call this in the act.
Ellsworth yet to score here tonight. Kind of surprising.
Is surprising. Foul went on Jonas Cups. His first third-team foul against the Talbots here in the third quarter. By the way, Jonas Cups' grandmother is a Red Raider alum.
Is that right?
Yes. A little link to Uniontown. Red Raiders trigger it in there from Grooms to Winfrey. Lost the handle out of bounds. Back over the Talbots. Have to thank Jack Hess for that little nugget. Great to see those connections, though.
Everything come back to Fayette County.
Here we have the Abington Heights coach from earlier this year when Uniontown played at Geneva College. Get a quick 2 made there from Danner. Had family ties to the Uniontown area. I don't know how far away you are. Seems like somebody has a connection. And there's Notorious Grooms. Red Raiders up 38-22, handing off Milsom out in front. He got blocked. Luca Romero-Loro on the block, and Hampton driving back. Look at a quick 2 from Porter Kelly. First 2 of the game for Kelly. So Hampton showing a little fight, Tony. They're back to within 14 at 38-24 with 2:10 left here in the third.
Showing a little fight, and I thought Milsom should have taken that ball straight up on that last possession. Tried to make a move and made it easier for the block.
Winfrey driving back with a finish. His first 2 in the third at 15 for the game. 40-24. Uniontown by 16 with 1:54 left here in the third quarter.
And a nice move by Winfrey. Really one of the first easy baskets the Red Raiders have seen here all night.
Hampton sending it up top to Zach Danner. Danner trying to spin it off of Milsom, and Milsom forcing another jump ball. And Milsom, they list him, Tony, at 6'2". I don't think he's that, but he's played a lot taller down on the blocks for the Red Raiders tonight.
Yes, he is. I'll tell you what, that right there was a great block. Clean and a tie-up, and as we said, underrated defensive player for the Red Raiders.
Off the inbounds pass. Quick 3, good for Griffin Gerald. First points of the game for Gerald come from outside the three-point arc. Hampton again back to within 13 of Uniontown at 40-27 as we go under 90 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Now the first made 3 of the game by Hampton.
Here's Grooms high on the left. Milsom setting the screen. Grooms driving and finishing again for Uniontown. His first 2 of the game, Tony. He made 6 threes already to give him 20 points for the game. And the Red Raiders up 15 again at 42-27 with 1:07 left here in the third.
Yeah, that ankle didn't look like it bothered him on that drive, that's for sure.
Here's Danner up top. Little ball fake watched there by Milsom. Pivots back off to his right to Jonas Cups, who's called for the travel.
Cups doesn't believe it, but I'm going to tell you, He shuffles his feet whenever he's trying to get a move, and he got called. That's his second travel, and it was a correct call. It was right in front of us.
Red Raiders will trigger it back in with Notorious Grooms. We mentioned that Peters Township Penn Hill score. We can't tell everybody if Peters wins that game. We've already been told we can't do video on Friday. So we were kind of rooting for Penn Hills a little bit tonight. Just been an opportunity to bring you a video stream. We will have audio on Friday. And again, it just goes into folks with affiliations that are signed to the network that has this game behind a paywall tonight. So,
audio only.
Yeah.
Audio only.
Here's Dugan, fouled there by Jonas Cups. Be his second personal.
Well, now they're going to call it on Gwynn.
Wow.
That's his third.
Wow, I didn't think Gwynn was even around the ball.
Yep.
So Gwynn called for the foul, his third. Red Raiders triggered back in as Dugan looking there for Grooms, and you had Porter Kelly crashing into the Hampton bench.
Porter Kelly fell in the best place he could onto the Hampton bench, onto a couple teammates' laps over there. Fortunately, didn't get hurt.
Yeah, probably felt better there than landing on the hard floor.
No doubt.
So Hampton will defend here as Cam Dugan will trigger it in with the Red Raiders up 15 at 42-27, final 30 seconds of the third quarter.
Trying to make the Red Raiders work a little bit.
Notorious Grooms bring it back across. Fronted there by Porter Kelly. Now Notorious is holding here high on the right. Red Raiders holding for the final shot here in the third quarter of 15. Grooms working the right side. Back into the corner again to Ellsworth. Ellsworth flipping back to Grooms. 5 seconds left here in the third. Grooms to Milsom. Jumper from the foul line. No good as time expires after 3. So Uniontown 42, Hampton 27 as we head to the 4th and 60 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Uniontown 42, Hampton 27 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Brian Mroziak alongside Tony Hanula, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Have to thank the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency along with United Bank for sponsoring our audio stream tonight as Calvin Winfrey will trigger it in for Uniontown into the backcourt to Notorious Grooms. And you'll get Uniontown, Tony, 42 points. They've had only 3 players score in this game.
It's hard to believe, Brian. That's the thing. Got Winfrey and Grooms with 35 of the 42. Milsom with the other 7.
Winfrey has the basketball right now with Uniontown up 15. Winfrey working off to his right, trying to go between defenders. Almost lost it, stays with it. Back to Grooms again in front of the Red Raider bench. Uniontown taking a little time off the clock on this possession. Down at 7:27 left in regulation. Uniontown the basketball in a 15-point lead. Grooms coming far wing, sending over to Milsom. He's called for the travel.
Milsom had the 3. Grooms yelling at him to shoot it. Tried to shuffle a little bit, make a move. He was wide open to take that 3, though, but got called for the travel.
Uniontown's used only 6 players in this game as well. Dugan, the only Red Raider off the bench that has seen action so far. We have 7:11 left here in the fourth. A little dump down for the Talbots. Coming free underneath and finishing is Zach Danner. 14 for Danner, 42-29 Uniontown. So we got under 7 minutes left here in the fourth.
And Danner has really kept this team in the game, no doubt. Strong force underneath for the Talbots.
Winfrey leading and scoring for Uniontown, 17 for Calvin Winfrey, 44-29 Uniontown. 6:44 left here in the fourth. Porter Kelly for Hampton, sending it off to his left. And a travel called there on Ray Kersop for the Talbots.
Well, Kersop tried to make that ball fake because Grooms was right on top of him. And he got called for the travel. Now you're going to have Gwynn check back in, give Kursoff a little breather, and Danner going to check out as well. Who's coming in here? Number 3, that's going to be Romero Laro coming in for Danner underneath. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit.
Cam Dugan over to Winfrey. Flips it back over to Milsom here on the near wing. Milsom between defenders. Pivots on the near block, but it off the glass shot attempt, no good. Foul called here off the rebound. They're going to call actually a late shooting foul. And Milsom went to the free throw line. Late whistle there on the Talbots. First personal going on Luca Romero-Laro.
Now, Romero-Laro doesn't agree with it, neither does the coach, but it looked like Milsom did get fouled as he took the ball to the basket.
Milsom first of 2 free throws on the way and good. 8 tonight for Kellen Milsom. A 45-29 lead for Uniontown over Hampton with 6:27 left here in the fourth. Red Raiders trying to close it out. Again, they'll play either Peters Township or Penn Hills with a win. At last check, Peters Township up 12 in that game as Milsom makes both free throws to give him 9 for the game. Increase the Red Raiders lead to 17 at 46-29. 6:20 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, Kelly nearly drugged that pivot foot.
Jonas Cups for 3, good. Cups draining that in front of the Hampton bench, and the Talbots will take a timeout. 6:12 left here in the fourth, 46-32 Uniontown. We're back in 60 on the C.R. Brown Group High School Sports Tonight.
Thanks to customers like you, Megan Ford is Westmoreland and Fayette County's #1 volume Ford dealer. It's because of this fact that we take in a lot of fresh trades every day. Megan Ford has all types of brands, and many are one-owner, local trades, and come with the balance of their factory warranty. It also goes without mentioning that we have a great selection of pre-owned Fords, many of which are Ford certified and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 172-point safety inspection by Megan Ford certified technicians before we put them on our lot. And when you drive away, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance if you ever need it.
Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, General Manager of Megan Ford. Why not shop our great deals for yourself by visiting MeganFord.com? You'll see a free Carfax report on all of our pre-owned, and all of our prices are marked below market value. Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville, your friends in the car business.
We come back. Winfrey misses on a 3 for Uniontown. Floating it back. Porter Kelly, no good for Hampton. And Notorious Grooms out of the pack with it there for the Red Raiders. Off to Ellsworth. Far wing missed there on the 3. Ellsworth still has yet to score in this game for Uniontown. Milton, the offensive rebound, fights back inside. Floats it up and missed. Got his own rebound. Third attempt on the possession for the Red Raiders. Milton gets that one to spin in.
Yeah, just good, strong play underneath by Milsom.
11 for Milsom. Uniontown up 48-32 with 5:25 left here in the fourth. Zach Danner coming back for Hampton, and it knocked away. Grooms for to Cam Dugan, and Dugan will pick up his first 2 of the game off the Uniontown bench. 50-32 Uniontown with 5:12 to play here in the fourth. Hampton, another miss there from the outside. Porter Kelly, they get an offensive rebound, reset in the corner, and way off the mark. Gavin Gwynn put that 3 ball off the side of the glass, deflected off to Kellen Milsom of Uniontown. Forward to Calvin Winfrey, who leans and misses. Ball loose underneath, and the board pulled down there by Gavin Gwynn of Hampton.
And right now, Hampton has a little choice. They're in a hurry, and they got to run with the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Well, Jonas Cups in the corner, draining a 3 will help the cause. He has 2 made 3s here in the fourth. Talbots, though, still a long way to go. They're down 15 at 50-35 with 4:34 left here in regulation. Dugan back on the other side for Uniontown. Pulled it out on the wing to Kellen Milsom. Back to Winfrey again here, high on the left. Winfrey switching back with Isaac Ellsworth. Ellsworth driving. Floater with the left hand, no good as Ellsworth hits the deck. Hampton breaks back. A little handoff on the left block from Gerald to Cups. And a foul called here on Uniontown. Shot attempt no good, but Hampton will have a couple of free throws upcoming.
Cam Dugan's going to pick up his second foul. One of those things. Dugan shaking his head, but it's going to send Cups to the line. Cups, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. He's got 8 so far here tonight, 2 made 3s in the fourth.
Cups first of 2 free throws, no good for the Talbots. He came in 14 of 21 from the free throw line. As Tony said, 67% for the year.
The Talbots only 2 for 5 from the foul line here tonight.
Second of 2 free throws on the way, and no good again from Cups. Milsom had the rebound, and he was fouled underneath.
That's Gwynn. That's going to be his fourth.
Just the second team foul of the quarter against Hampton. Lead at 15 for Uniontown at 50-35. And we'll see Gwynn checking out with those 4 personals on the Hampton side.
Gwynn, as we said, the leading scorer for Hampton. Only 4 points on the evening and really was defended well by Milsom.
Zach Danders led the way in the scoring department for the Talbots with 14. Notorious Grooms pacing the way for Uniontown with 20, including 6 made threes. Dugan has it right now, pulls it back to Notorious Grooms, trying to add to his point total. Again, Grooms came into the game second on the Uniontown all-time scoring list behind Terrence Bonds. Grooms about 150 shy of Terrence entering the postseason. If Uniontown has a playoff run, certainly has an opportunity to pass Terrence there on the all-time list. Milsom, a little juggle, regains, baseline underneath, back to Notorious, in the corner, Dugan, 3 on the way, too strong, high rebound, a lot of contact, and the board pulled down by Jonas Cups of Hampton. Talbot still down 15 with 3:18 left in regulation. A reset up top again, Danner on the far wing, Porter Kelly, 3 ball off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Griffin Gerald keeps it alive. Back to Danner, drives the lane and scores. Zach Danner with 16. And the Talbots back to within 13 of Uniontown at 50-37, and Danner's down.
Danner landed a little awkwardly, but I will tell you, too, he looked like he was getting some cramps early on whenever they took him out the last time.
Injury timeout brought to you by the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think. We'll take a quick timeout. 3:04 left here in the fourth. Uniontown 50, Hampton 37. We're back in 30 here in the CL Browner Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Uniontown trying to close out Hampton tonight. Red Raiders lead by 13 at 50-37 with 3:04 left here in the fourth. Danner still getting some treatment over on the Hampton sidelines. Looks like a cramping situation. And we have an offensive foul called here on Uniontown. An illegal screen. Got posted on Calvin Winfrey, his third.
Yeah. That was right in front of Coach Guzmarski. There was nothing he liked about that call, that's for sure.
I was surprised to see it made in that situation as well. So Hampton, the basketball back down 13. Talbot's only 1 timeout left. Uniontown still has their full complement of 5. 3 up top. Jonas Cups strains it. It's a 10-point game. Cups with 9 here in the fourth, 11 for the game. Uniontown 50, Hampton 40. 2:43 left here in the fourth.
Well, Cups came in. He made 44 threes. 3 here in this fourth quarter is bringing his team back into this game.
Uniontown's going to try to play a little keep-away right now. Winfrey sending it off to Dugan. High feed over to Grooms. Telling Porter Kelly to bring it. Kelly looking to foul. Grooms dances around over to Ellsworth. Bounces edge of the zone up top to Winfrey. 2:19 to play. You really have to foul at this juncture of the game. If you're Hampton, if you have any shot at all, trying to get back into it. Dugan trying to get around Romero Loro, who commits the foul.
Yeah, this is really, here comes a full line change right now for Hampton.
But he still fouls to give, Tony. It's only the 13 fouls. There's still another to give before Uniontown will shoot. And again, they're all 2 shots with the new rule that was instituted at the start of last season. The 1-and-1's gone, and now Winfrey in the backcourt. Hard foul there by Jack Shaughnessy. First on Shaughnessy, he was pretty much brought into the game to foul in that situation.
I think they brought 5 guys into the game to foul right now.
Now Grooms descended in. Uniontown by 10. 2:10 to play. Into Winfrey, who's been great at the foul line, and he hurt something there on his back left thigh. He's going to try to stay with it, come forward now. Winfrey getting fouled there by Tanner Ohanicki. His first.
Calvin looks like he might just have a little cramp there.
Yeah. Calvin, who tonight, Tony, is now 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He scored 17 points. Had to add him up.
Well, I was going to say, don't mention that.
Winfrey, first of 2 free throws. Good. How about this upset? Second seed Baldwin down 14 after 3 quarters to Penn Trafford.
Well, you know what, though? We saw Baldwin. They're a very good team and a very deep team, but you know what? Penn Trafford's been playing pretty well the last
saw them against
part
Laurel
of the
Highlands a week ago Friday.
Yeah, I mean, they have really been playing good basketball towards the end of the year, and it's one of those things. You get hot at the right time, you can make some noise.
Winfrey draining the free throws for Uniontown, made both, but Uniontown up 12 now, 52-40. Ball comes loose. Grooves with a steal and a quick timeout.
Oh, wow.
So Grooves some great defense. Red Raiders up 12. Uniontown will have the basketball, and we come back. 1:58 left here in the fourth. Uniontown 52, Hampton 40. We're back at 60 on the CR Brown Group High School Sports Night.
At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love. And they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause. And that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP? Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
As we come back, Calvin Winfrey driving, getting the 2 to go and drawing the foul in the process. So Winfrey with 21 now can make it 22 for the game, connecting upon another free throw. So Tony Winfrey tonight, my math is correct, 11 of 11 from the free throw line, and Uniontown now up 15 at 55-40. Quick three off the mark there, Jonas Cups for Hampton. Uniontown another rebound, so 1:40 to play. Uniontown the basketball in a 15-point lead. They pretty much sewn this one up. And Groom some fancy dribbling there around Porter Kelly, and now Kelly committing the foul. That'll send Grooms to the free throw line. But again, the one score we're watching right now, Tony, 15th-seeded Penn Trafford up 14 over second-seeded Baldwin early fourth quarter.
Well, you know, surprises happen in the playoffs, that's for sure.
And a last check of the Peters Township Penn Hills game as Grooms makes the first of 2 free throws here for Uniontown to give him 21 for the game. Peters Township had a 12-point lead. And again, the winner of this game, looking like Uniontown right now, will take on the winner of that contest in the quarterfinals coming up on Friday.
Well, I don't want to say it until after the shot. But
and you look at Notorious Grooms, if you're just joining us, he's drained 6 threes in this game for Uniontown, 21 points. So on that quest to become Uniontown's all-time leading scorer, another made free throw there will help the cause. 22 for Grooms, and Uniontown a 57-40 lead over Hampton with 1:25 to play. And Grooms another steal. Look out here. Grooms coming back will lay it up and in. 24 for Notorious Grooms. Uniontown lead at 19. Hampton tried to make a run here, Tony, in the fourth quarter, but Uniontown just too strong.
That was just too quick. That's the whole thing about it. It was just sheer speed tonight for Uniontown.
Hampton had it back to within 10, and there was a little throw over the shoulder missed there from Gwynn, deflected out of bounds to stay with Hampton here in the Uniontown zone with 1:02 to play. Uniontown up 19 to 59-40. Ray Kersop back into the game for the Talbots. He'll take the place of Zach Danner.
Well, you can see Danner. Looks like he might be cramping up again.
Gwynn to work it in. Handoff out in front and a quick 2 as Ray Kersop finishes there with the left hand. 6 for Kersop. 59-42 Uniontown. 54 seconds left here in the fourth as Winfrey works out of his own zone. Winfrey now pulling back here high on the left. Watched by Griffin Gerald. Some fancy dribbling there from Calvin Winfrey. Over to Milsom. Back to Grooms here left of the lane. Grooms was pinned up. Got out of it. Resets there to Ellsworth. Back to Winfrey as Uniontown plays a little 4 corners here. try to kill the clock in the final 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I think that's going to do it. I don't even think that Hampton's going to foul right now. So that's going to do it.
Groom still dancing around, 20 seconds to play. Rolls it back to Winfrey here high on the left. Winfrey dancing at the foul line, 13 seconds left. Uniontown up by 17. And now Winfrey still dances here left of the lane, 5 seconds left. Red Raiders will pull it out, and that'll do it. So your final score tonight from Uniontown High School, the Red Raiders 59, Hampton 42. Uniontown remains unbeaten in the 2025 calendar year. They haven't lost since late December when they were knocked off by Aliquippa up at Geneva College. So the second seed advances to the quarterfinals on Friday to take on either Peters Township or Penn Hills. To get a score of that game for you during our post-game show, which is brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. It comes your way next, 59-42. Your final score, Uniontown over Hampton. Back to tell you all about it right after this on WMBS.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
I've been thinking about switching primary care providers. It takes forever to get an appointment, and when I finally get in, the staff acts like they don't even care that I'm there.
That's so frustrating. You deserve a provider who listens, values your time, and truly cares about your health.
That's exactly what I need. Someone who sees me as a person, not just another name on a chart.
Then you should check out Montgomery Medical. They treat you like family, offer personalized care, and even have same-day appointments.
At Montgomery Medical, your health is our priority. Call 724-569-8100 Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Mroziak and Tony Hanula back here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders down to Hampton Talbot by a score of 59-42. Again, our post-game show brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach and Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. We also found out that Uniontown will officially play Peters Township in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs on Friday. Peters Township a 63-30 win over Penn Hills tonight. We're also checking the Baldwin-Penn Trafford game. At last check, Penn Trafford, the 15th seed, was up 14 over second-seeded Baldwin in the early stages of the fourth quarter. We'll try to get you a final of that game before we sign off the air. So we'll be Uniontown taking on Peters Township coming up on Friday. And the Red Raiders also, Tony, with the win, qualified for the state playoffs as well. 8 state playoff qualifiers out of 5A. So Uniontown officially locking up a spot in the PIAA tournament as well with their win over Hampton tonight. And you have all of our final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, Brian, for the Uniontown Red Raiders, who pick up their 20th win of the year, they were led tonight by Notorious Grooms, who had 24 points. He had 6 made threes on the night. Calvin Winfrey right behind him with 22. Calvin was 11 for 11 from the foul line here tonight. Kellen Milsom had 11 points, and Cam Dugan with a made basket in the fourth quarter. 16 in the first, 11 in the second, 15 in the third, 17 in the fourth, for their total of 59. 8 made threes, 6 by Grooms, 1 by Winfrey, 1 by Kellen Milsom. And the Red Raiders, hard to believe, Brian, 15 for 15 from the foul line here tonight.
I don't remember Uniontown ever going 15 of 15 at the free throw line.
I can't say that I've ever said that at Uniontown.
Staying perfect.
Yeah, that's a great night, and obviously that's something that you want to see throughout this playoff run. There's no doubt about it. 15 for 15, and we said Winfrey was 11 for 11 from
They came into the game 68% of the team from the free throw line.
Yep, and like I said, just a clean slate right there. So how about that? No misses from the foul line for the Red Raiders. On the other side for the Hampton Talbots, whose season ends at 11-12, they were led tonight by Zach Danner, who had 16 points. Jonas Cupp had 11, but he had 3 made threes in that fourth quarter, and whenever Hampton tried to rally back. 6 points from Ray Kersop, 4 points from Gavin Gwynn, a made 3 by Griffin Jarrell, and a made basket by Porter Kelly. They scored 4 in the first, 10 in the second, 13 in the third, 15 in the fourth, for their total of 42. 4 made threes, 3 by Jonas Cupps and 1 by Griffin Jarrell, but they were only 2 for 6 from the foul line here in this contest. So the Red Raiders advancing to play Peters Township Friday night.
Uniontown improving to 20-3 on this season. The loss dropping Hampton to 11-12 actually ends the Talbot season as well. So kind of have a clearer picture, Tony, of what the rest of our broadcast week will look like here on WMBS as well. Again, coming up tomorrow, the Geibel boys in action taking on Aquinas Academy. 6 o'clock tip-off, 5:15 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Radio only. Again, we'll have the audio stream on the WMBS Facebook page as well. Thursday, we will have live video on the WMBS YouTube page of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs. They will be at Peters Township High School taking on top-seeded Blackhawk. Josh Scully will join me for that game on Thursday. And then we'll have radio coverage at 7 o'clock on Thursday of the Geibel Lady Gators taking on West Green. Tony will have that game for you on Thursday as well. And then Tony and I back together on Friday. It will be radio-only coverage. Again, the audio stream on the WMBS Facebook page of Uniontown and Peters Township. We were actually told before the game if the results went Uniontown winning and Peters Township winning, no matter where the game's at on Friday, we will be audio only. Again, they'll have that game behind a paywall again on Friday. So Tony and I just doing audio only for Uniontown and Peters Township on Friday night. And again, our final score here tonight, Uniontown 59, Hampton 42. We're back with a final word on our post-game show brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach and Pharmacy, in the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. We'll wrap things up on the way next.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Uniontown Red Raiders, the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs, and all our local teams on their successful seasons. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Hello folks, Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care, LLC, since 2021. We're family owned and family ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Uniontown a 59-42 win over the Hampton Talbots tonight. Back in our postgame show brought to you by Farmanda Pharmacy. Have to pick our players of the game, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. And Tony on the Uniontown side, like notorious Grooms tonight, 24 points, including 6 made threes, and Zach Danner for Hampton scoring 16.
I am in total agreement with you, Brian. Like I said, Grooms really came out hot, busted 2 threes in the first quarter, and just continued throughout the game, knocked down 6, 24 points, played good defense as well, so definitely deserves the player of the game here for Uniontown.
And at last check, second-seeded Baldwin down 12. The 15-seeded Penn Trafford, 1:30 left in that game. So that's a huge upset, and on Uniontown's side of the bracket as well, will really open things up for the Red Raiders to make a run to a WPIAL championship game, again, where the Red Raiders have not been since 2002, but you got to get by Penn Trafford next, and they were impressive tonight as well with a 63-30 win over Penn Hill.
Well, yeah, you got to get through Peters Township first.
Peters Township.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right there, Brian. But, like we said, too, Penn Trafford has been playing good basketball so far, and even at Penn Trafford, they only beat, Uniontown only beat them by 4 points there because Josh Scully and I did that game. And, it's just one of those things. You get hot at the right time. But, yeah, really good challenge coming up for the Red Raiders on Friday night. Peters Township with a little bit of size, and it's going to be a pretty good contest. They're going to have to rebound and play the same aggressive defense they played tonight.
Don't be surprised if that game's at Charleroi on Friday. Just an early guess.
Charleroi would be okay.
Yeah, just an early guess there. Do you figure you have another Washington County school? I doubt they'd ship that up to Norwin, being up in Westmoreland County. Charleroi, a little bit more equidistant. I don't see anywhere else they'd put it, Tony.
Yeah. I mean, the only other place would be what? I mean, we've been to Chartiers Valley for games, but
I'm not going to send it all the way up there, though.
No.
I mean, you need down a higher seed.
Yep.
Travel more than twice the distance of Peters.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. I'm going to say Charleroi for Friday, and again, we'll have to wait and see what transpires.
Well, we'll have to follow up with Ed Zelich. He might already have the insight. I might have to text him here tonight.
Yeah, he was the game site manager yesterday of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs game and their playoff win over Knock. So again, to recap for you what we have on tap here for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, the Geibel Gators in action, taking on Aquinas Academy, 6 o'clock start at Shaler High School on there at 5:15 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll have video coverage on Thursday of the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs taking on Blackhawk. That game at Peters Township High School at 6. Then on the radio for the Guyba Lady Gators taking on West Green at 7. Tony and I back with you together on Friday for Uniontown and Peters Township. That game will be audio only. Again, site and time to be determined.
Yeah, and looking forward to it. There's our player of the game walking in front of us here.
Notorious Grooms with 24 tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? I give him credit, too, because, he went down with that ankle injury, and I thought, okay, well, this could be trouble, but really bounced back and had a great game for the Red Raiders. And you're right, Brian, it's one of those things where, you get hot at the right time. I think the big difference in this game tonight, though, was I think Hampton, I think the speed of Uniontown was just a little too much. They tried to slow the game down coming out, and it was just one of those things. They got behind, had to try to run, and really that was the difference in the game.
That'll do it here from Uniontown High School tonight. The Red Raiders, a 59-42 win over the Hampton Talbots. Thanks, as always, my broadcast partner, Tony Hanula, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. This is Brian Mroziak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Uniontown 59 and Hampton 42. So long, everybody, from Uniontown High School.
Ensuring excellence since 1949, the Rittenhouse Insurance Agency offers both business and personal insurance to over 4,000 clients in the area. The Rittenhouse Insurance Agency continually reviews each client's insurance portfolio to assure they are receiving the most comprehensive coverage at the best